Hello students, how are you? Hope you all are fine. In previous session we have learned about the nerves and reflex action, and we have also seen some example of reflex action. In today's session we are going to learn about the structure, function and how to take care of sense organ. Yes. Now you have to tell me that how many sense organs we have, and you have to name them. Yes, correct. We have 5 sense organs and they are, yes, correct. We have 5 sense organs and they are eyes, nose, ear, tongue and skin. Yes, these sense organ help us, it connect us to the surrounding. Getting? Now, I'm going to ask you one question. Maybe all you have seen the camera. Yes, in your house there is a camera. Do you know that how that camera works? Yes. When we push the button of that camera, the shutter opens, that light passes through it, that shutter closes, that whatever needed light is enter, that shutter allows to enter, and that light passes through lens, and lens focus that light and create image, and that image is recorded on film. Yes, and we will find a picture. Like this way, our eyes also work like camera only. Our eyes have different parts: eyelid, eyelashes, iris, then cornea, lens, pupil, yes, then retina, then optic nerves. All these are the different parts of our eyes. Now, like camera, our eyes also allows that there is a one part I have told you, iris, that allows the required amount of light enter to the lens. Then lens focus that light and create image, and that image is created on retina. Get it? And we are able to see, and that image is from that impulses, that optic nerve is there, and that take that transmit that information to brain, and we are able to see or sense. Getting? Now I have told the different parts of our eyes. First we will see eyelid. What is eyelid? Eyelid is a thin skin which protect our eye. Then there are eyelashes. Here you are able to see here. So this is eyebrow, and this one which we blink, that eyelashes prevents dust particle entering in our eyes, and they protect our eye. Then I have told there is a on skull, there is a opening for eye, and in that socket eyeball is fixed, and there is a fluid that protects the eyeball. Yes, that fluid acts an absorber, and it absorbs jerks, and it protects our eye. Getting? Then, as I told you, our eye consists many parts. First we will see one by one part. First is eyeball. First we will see eyeball. Eyeball set in a bony socket of our skull, which is filled with fluid, and that fluid protects our eyes from jerks. Yes. Then second one is eyelid and eyelashes. Eyelid means it is a thin skinny structure which covers or which protects our eye. Then eyelashes, it prevents the dust particle entering to our eyes. Yes, eyelid and eyelashes protect our eyeball from dust particles, unwanted things and intense light. How do we use our eyelid, and what happens if we don't have eyelid or eyelashes? Eyelid is a thin skinny structure and it protects, it covers our eyeball. Yes, and eyelid and eyelashes both together prevent dust particle entering in our eyes or intense light. Yes, what happens if we don't have eyelid? If we don't have eyelid, our eye cornea will become dry and we are not able to see the things clearly. Image will be blurred. That eyelid helps in keeping that cornea portion moist. Yes, understood. Now we will see the next. Cornea is the transparent covering of our eye which is present here first in front of eye. Yes. The next is iris. Iris is a colored part of our eyes and that gives the color to our eyes. Many times we are saying your eyes color is black or brownish or bluish color. Yes, are you able to see? If you are going to see, there is a blackish, a brownish structure is there, and that is iris, and that gives color to our eyes. Yes, our iris gives color to our eyes and as well as it controls the light. It controls the amount of light which enters to our pupil. Yes. The next is pupil. Pupil is a part of iris. In the center there is a opening and that opening is called pupil, and through this pupil light enters in our eyes. Getting? Then lens. Lens help us to focus light and create image. Yes, after that retina. Retina is a light sensitive part of our eyes. Behind the pupil, an image is formed on retina. Yes, then optic nerves. Optic nerves connect our eyes to brain. Getting? Message from retina passes to brain through these optic nerves. Understood? Our eyes are very important part of our body. We are able to see or we are able to connect with our surrounding. Yes. Then we have to take care this organ. So what type of care we have to take? First thing, we have to wash our eyes with clean water. Yes, we have to keep our eyes clean, and to keep that our eyes clean, we have to wash it with clean water. You don't have to study in too dim or too bright light. If you are going to study in such light, your eyesight may get affected. Yes. Then you have to maintain the correct posture while you are studying. You don't have to bend down and then write or read. You have to sit straight, hold at a proper distance your textbook or notebook, and then you have to read or write. You don't have to bend too much. Getting? The next very important thing we have to do is we have to watch TV from 10 feet distance, and we don't have to watch TV while lying down. Getting? Then you don't have to look at the screen of TV or computer for long. In between you have to take a break. Otherwise that will affect or that will harm your eyes. Understood? You don't have to watch TV for 2-3 hours, or you are playing games on computer for longer time. No, you have to avoid that. In between you have to take break, otherwise your eyes will get harm. Otherwise this cause harm to your eyes. If you are facing difficulty in reading, maybe in class you are sitting and you are not able to read whatever written on the board, then you have to go to doctor and check your eyesight. Yes. So immediately you have to tell and you have to go to doctor. Never rub your eyes with dirty hand, otherwise your eyes will get infection. Yes, you don't have to rub your eyes. So all this care you have to take. Then you have to eat vitamin A rich food that is good for our eyesight. For example, carrot you have to eat. Yes, so carrots are good for our eyesight. Got it? So this was the structure. See, you will see here diagram and you will see the different parts of eyes. Yes, and that diagram you have to keep in mind and you have to try to draw it. Are you able to see the optic nerve backside, then cornea, iris, pupil, lens, retina? Yes. So names and their functions you have to keep in mind. Now we will see ear. Ear help us to hear. Yes, we are able to hear because of ear. Yes. See, here is a structure of ear. Mainly our ear consists 3 parts: outer ear, middle ear and inner ear. So the whichever part we are able to see from outside and we are able to touch, this is called pinna, and this is the outer ear. Yes, so our ear has 3 parts: outer ear, middle ear, yes, inner ear. Got it? First, that sound waves collected here in outer ear, then it enters into either middle ear. There is a eardrum. Because of this sound, the eardrum vibrates, and that eardrum is connected to 3 small bones, and that vibration passes to that bones. Yes, from this bone, this vibration passes to a snail shell like structure. Yes, you have seen the snail. Yes, then there is a shell outside of that snail, and there is a structure that is called cochlea, and that looks like a snail shell. Yes, that vibration or that sound passes to this cochlea, transfers that vibrations into impulses. Yes, that cochlea, when this sound vibration reaches to cochlea, and that in cochlea, that vibration converts into nerve impulses, and from there it goes to brain, that impulses through auditory nerve. So in structure of ear, we have seen the ear consists three parts: outer ear, middle ear, and inner ear. The sound waves collected here outer side, this portion is called pinna. We are able to touch and see from outside. Yes, why? First the sound waves collected here, then passes to middle ear. In middle ear there is a eardrum, and that eardrum is connected to small three bones. The vibration, these sound waves, because of this sound wave, that eardrum vibrates, and this vibration passes to that small three bones. From there it is passed through a snail shell like structure that is called cochlea, and in that these vibrations are transformed into nerve impulses, and these nerve impulses reaches to brain through auditory nerve. Yes, and then we are able to listen or hear. Understood, everyone? Now how we have to take care of our ear. We don't have to put any sharpened thing like pencil, pen, anything inside our ear. Then we have to clean our ear. We have to dry it. After bath, we have to dry it properly. Yes, if you are going to put any pointed thing in your ear, that may damage your eardrum. That pointed, because of this pointed thing, your eardrum may damage. So we don't have to put any sharpened thing in our ear. Yes. Then when you are going for swimming and all that, you have to take care that water should not enter in your ear. You have to take care. And when you are watching TV, that sound of TV should not, maybe you are watching TV or listening radio or anything, your volume should be minimal. It should not be louder one. Yes. So always you have to take care of this. If you have a earache, then you have to go to doctor. Getting? So in today's session we have learned about the structure and function of and how to take care of eyes and ear. Yes, hope you all are understood, and you have to see these pictures structure. You have to try to draw the structure of eye and ear. Getting? So today we are going to end here only. You have to read the textbook, in that sense organ, then ear and eyes. So it will be easy for you to understand in a better way, and you are able to keep in mind the functions. So we will stop here. In next period or next session we will see nose and ear and skin. Yes, remaining sense organs. So watch the video again and again, try to understand, try to draw the structure of ear and eye. Yes, you should be able to label the parts of eyes and ear. Till then, bye bye.